and you are good to go.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Hey, guess who made the mistake this morning? It's me. I'm fixing it right now. Because I wanted to say welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show, and I know you sent me the cities, but I didn't have a chance to print them out, so I want to share with everybody right now as I go click, click.
New towns.
Medford, Oregon.
Yes.
Bradford, West Gwillimbury, Ontario, Canada. Another Canadian listener.
Isn't that great? Gwillimbury.
Dares Beach, Maryland. Have no idea where that is. St. Charles, Missouri. I say Missouri for the locals around there. Derby, Kansas, and Rotterdam. You go down to Rotterdam, and I don't give a damn. The Mike O'Mara Show is on now, and we're delighted to have you along on this fabulous day. It is there's a lot to get to. As the talk show host would say, there's so much to unpack.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate it more than anything in the world. I do. I have a happy, joyous moment that turned into a heartbreaking moment.
Oh,
and I will share that with you.
Heartbreak
It
Mondays.
involves my wife.
Yes,
that is correct. It's marriage number, marriage number 3 is in the books, folks. No, I'm kidding. No, that's just a little joke. And by the way, there's a big chunk of our listeners that went,
I know.
Yeah.
really?
I know. Yeah.
They're like, I knew it.
Yeah.
What did I tell you?
F you. I love her. If I showed you the text that we exchanged over the weekend, it'd make you throw up. It's so sweet. It's so sicky sweet. But anywho, we will get to that, and I need some time to
unpack it.
Of course.
To unpack it.
Of course.
But before we do that, we have an update from the show on Friday, where actually even before that, where we were having a very lengthy discussion about the Santana household.
Yes.
Oscar's childhood home. Mm-hmm. And his father is back in South America now.
Yes.
And he was, I think we were on the subject regarding what you should let your kids watch and what you should let your kids see. And Oscar was talking about he kind of had a liberal household as far as what was on TV. It was not really controlled that heavily by the parents. And then he somehow segued into a piece of artwork that was located in his mother and father's bedroom upstairs.
Yeah.
And
a sketch.
A sketch of a
charcoal
nude.
sketch.
Charcoal.
A charcoal nude that was located above the headboard, the centerpiece piece of artwork in the bedroom. And that's fine. People have tasteful nudes everywhere. It's a huge part of art for decades, for hundreds of years. But Oscar had mentioned that he, for a number of years, this is actually making me uncomfortable. I'm sitting here sort of drumming on the table as I'm telling you
I
this.
feel dirty.
There's a tension in the air.
I'm living it.
Yeah.
He had indicated that he had speculated over the years that this sketch, because of the freewheeling nature of his dad, may have been commissioned by his dad, and it was a sketch of his mom.
Yes.
Could be.
And then
did not know, don't want to know. I'll let you guys decide now on the show.
it stopped the show.
It did.
It literally stopped the show.
So you have an update, Oscar?
I do. And let me tell you, for the past 11 years, we've done some really fun, I think, compelling radio and bits, and some of them also hurtful but entertaining.
Yes.
This is the most ashamed I've ever been on a mission. As yesterday around 6 p.m., I left the family room / kitchen. I said, I'll be right back.
Of your mom's home?
Of my parents' house, as I went to go visit my mother.
Right.
With my wife in the family room and my mom in the kitchen. And they're like, where are you going? I said, I got to check out something in my old bedroom. Because it's been chronicled on the show, all our bedrooms are the same as when we left. At the time we left, mine still looks like it's from college, and then when I was 30,
preserved.
My
You
sister's
made a
bedroom's
reference
the same.
there. May I ask
Yes.
one question before you continue? You had mentioned that your wife was in the family room and your mom was in the kitchen.
Yes.
Are they the mother-in-law, daughter-in-law combo that kind of sits in the kitchen and chats?
Open concept, yes. They're really well. That's you can see right through the room. So
Sort of connected.
yeah, my mom.
So they're okay hanging together.
They're just clucking, talking about.
But that works. So
yeah, 60
the
minutes is coming up
relationship
at 7, Mike. Yeah, so they're ramping up for that.
Okay, so they're chatting with each other
Yeah.
and everything's fine. I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure.
They're
All right.
talking about the new Dyson hairdryer. Who knows? And so I scoot upstairs. My mom doesn't like any light coming in the bedroom, so it's dark in her bedroom, but the TV is on. And I didn't think I'd be this nervous for this reconnaissance mission because
we sent you on this mission.
Yeah,
you were tasked with bringing photographic
I think, to be
evidence.
fair, I think he volunteered and we encouraged him. I don't think we forced him into it.
Okay, all right,
So-
I'll go with that. That's no problem.
It wasn't
All right.
turnkey because I'm no ex CIA officer because every time I got up there, as soon as I got up there, my mom would be like, she would ask me a question. So then I have to walk down the stairs because I thought she was coming up the stairs to talk. I didn't want her to see me in her bedroom. Felt like a cat burglar.
Right.
And then
Did you have a cover story invented for if you did get
No,
caught
I
in
had
there?
an alarm set on my phone that said take creep shots. It went off at 6. and then I went upstairs, started going upstairs as soon as my alarm went off. So,
By the way, I have a big story.
Yes.
But Oscar blew me out of the water.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that we did it. This is our top story today. That's why we're leading with this today, because we asked him to bring photographic evidence of the picture he was talking about.
For those of you that say I don't do enough on the show, let me tell you, yesterday was a moral hazard where you sit there and you're like, is this appropriate? It is not. Let me tell you right now, it is not.
It's not.
Which is what makes it all the
So,
more fantastic.
I'll before I give you the true reveal, I'm going to send you a couple other shots I was able to take in better light than the one of my mother's possible sketch nude, and I'll let you all decide. The first is a wonderful artifact from I think Ghana, if I'm not mistaken, gentlemen. And
we used to have a listener, Nana from Ghana.
I remember that, yeah.
Oh, perfect,
It's
perfect.
Nana from Ghana. All right, so you're sending these along now.
Yeah, I'm sending these along, and then I mentioned that there was roughly 36 sets of exposed breasts on different woods and marble and onyx around my home.
Hi, Olivia. Just wanted to say hi. That's my Noom.
so-
That's my Noom counselor.
This first one that came through right now, just so you know, has been in our household since I was a child. And I remember as a kid wondering why this young, maybe middle-aged, can't really tell on
No, it's not
on
really.
mahogany.
There's no age really indication.
Yes.
This is the Ghana one?
This is the Ghana one.
I'm waiting.
And if you could, Mike, for the listeners, just give them a little description and a descriptor over how exposed. Like, is it tastefully exposed or is it something that's like right in your face?
I
really couldn't
would
tell.
say it's a little in your face because of the pose.
Yes.
It is it looks to be carved of a solid piece of wood, and it is a female figure, and her right hand is behind her head.
Is this coming under your heading or Pony, Oscar, and Rob in the group thing?
It's a group. We should have one coming in.
Yeah, it's a three people.
Three people group.
Technology sometimes.
Technology.
I believe actually,
hate
Oscar.
Technology. Yes.
I believe you sent it to me, Matt.
Oh, Rob Ford.
And Rob Ford.
Oh, that's going to be inappropriate.
So he's not going to understand
God,
why
I'm so
that.
sorry.
Come
I'm so
on.
sorry.
Damn it. I know it's Monday, for Christ's sake. Come on.
Yeah, but
Look,
imagine,
this is awkward.
imagine
Jeez.
Rob Ford right now sitting in Podcast Village getting a text. What's this?
That's
A
the
wooden
only-
nude?
That's the only guy.
a little unusual.
Hey. What's going to be bad is when he replies in all caps, thank you.
It's not meant to be.
Oh, I'm sending it now, Mike. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
very good,
This
very
is
good.
hilarious.
Group text. Yeah, everybody has trouble with group text.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a little
Well, I know.
odd.
Look, we have a former group text, but I certainly don't want it to go to our former associate producer.
Yeah, that's true.
So there you go. That should be there in a second. I'll send
yeah.
a
Oh,
follow
my
up now.
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Please-
my God.
please, Mike, is that
okay,
subtle?
this is it's not subtle.
And also,
it's
there's
not
no
subtle.
way-
It looks like a Playboy cartoon, for God's sake. It's amazing.
Yeah, and
it's hold on. Let me go on that. This is the face, the arms, the torso, incidental. This is
That is, it
bees.
is.
Yeah.
Is it about 2 feet tall? There's nothing for size perspective here.
She's
Oscar.
laying down.
Okay, so is it about 2 feet long then?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
This is a man
Yes.
who enjoys a certain aspect of the female form.
He had to get that through customs. Let's just keep that in mind.
That is, and it looks like maybe one solid piece of wood, which
Yeah.
is magnificent.
Beautiful piece. Beautiful
and
piece.
just,
So to speak.
And I will say that the right one is just a tad misshapen, which adds to the
Like,
the
perfect
very,
symmetry is so rare.
So that's
it's-
one piece that I remember as a
Wow.
child wondering a lot about. The second is
Oh,
this
I bet
one.
you did. You ever? Okay, I'm going to ask this.
Yes.
Okay, because I look at it right away. He already said the second one, but
I haven't looked at it yet.
with that first piece,
Yeah.
Did you ever?
Tune in
feel
Tokyo?
when
Of
you were-
course. Yeah. All day. All day.
I would. I
yeah.
want to right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
I want to
this.
drive over there.
Mike, it's never been dusty.
Now, I would say that
This next piece
this is Aphrodite. This
Yes.
is Aphrodite,
Yes.
and she's got a bow, and she is. This is beautiful.
Yeah, I
but
like that.
but also with that said, that this is not as over the top as the with the boobs as the first one. This is still, in my humble opinion, a very sexy piece of sculpture.
Still nude, right?
Yeah,
Still
very nude.
Yeah, that one.
The
that
first
one is
sculpture
roughly,
the first sculpture is a little surreal, impressionistic,
Yes.
which makes it, I think, a little more striking to the eye. The Aphrodite is more of a classical type pose.
This next one is bronze incoming, and look, I'd like to put these on the web. Probably not appropriate for work. So
No, I don't think
let
so.
the guys.
The bronze
describe
is
it.
Aphrodite. That's a bronze sculpture, right? That's the second one. Are you
Yes,
sending
I
a
sent
third?
a third one. It should be incoming now.
Oh, this is multiple figures.
Oh, this is not good. I'm sorry. I don't want to even start. I don't know whether I even want to comment on this. This to me is not right. This appears to be a little May December stuff going on here.
And also, Mike, don't you get the
This is
feeling
Mike O'Mara and Carla. If if things happened years earlier, this is not.
Do you think maybe if this next sculpture, the most recent sculpture, the man and the woman, if we brought it to Hugh Hefner in the mansion, he says, maybe a bit much.
Yeah, it might be a little over the top.
Yeah, it's a little over the top.
I understand that the picture is being painted, though. Now.
Yeah.
This is, by the way, it's a sculpture, and
Yes.
it's a kind of a
That sculpture is sitting. If you sat it on the floor,
It's a little
it comes
abstract. It's
comes
okay.
up to
Well,
hip
it's not
level.
really that abstract, but it's
No,
Would
the-
make a great umbrella holder if it held umbrellas. It just doesn't do anything except for make you uncomfortable.
And what it
probably.
is, it's a woman undressed.
it's a
and-
naked lady with a man in back of her. You don't see the man. You
No.
just see his
Yes.
head, and he's kissing her shoulder and holding her hands and looking like perhaps she is. She has a facial expression that would indicate that she's quite
Okay with it?
excited. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay with it. Sure,
Yeah.
we'll go with that one.
Okay, well, yeah, look, consent, Mike, is everything. Let's go to the next guy, and then I will give you the big reveal.
So
This is-
another sculpture. Your
Yes,
father
yes.
collects sculpture. All right.
Yes,
Yes.
he does.
All right.
Maybe he's a fan of the human anatomy.
From around the world.
Yes, from around the world.
He likes this. I'm looking.
This
forward to
next
getting
guy
the
is,
next one.
if you zoom in, this is on his shelf where he has all his awards. But if you zoom in on this
Oh
guy,
my gosh, there's
not a
really
lady.
nothing left
It's a-
to the.
it's a gentleman.
The thing that relaxes me about this,
Yeah.
though, and by the way, not a grower. He's all shower.
Yeah.
I will say that this to me is the. This is now. This looks like an award of
it
some
is.
kind.
It is of some sort. Yes.
That is
It's
an award.
It's an AVN, Mike.
It's an interesting award.
How dare
Beautiful,
you, Rob.
beautiful
Sorry.
award.
How dare you?
Is it broken? Is it broken? a
No,
little
no,
bit?
no.
Or is it an
ma-
artful piece of glass,
Yeah, it's an
right?
artful piece of
Oh,
glass.
an artful piece of glass. But it's a naked man holding up this award. He gets a free pass on
You
that.
can see his ding dong, though, if we're just to keep track at home.
and it's not small. Relative.
It's a major award.
It's a major award.
The only thing that makes it look small is the bag,
Yeah,
because they're both huge.
Yeah.
it's to scale, apparently.
It must have
Yeah.
been a very warm studio.
But that's cool, and it's a very
Okay.
nice. It looks like a very, very exclusive award.
Now
Major
this
award.
is the big one. Please excuse the lighting, because again I was in the dark,
Sure.
and you'll fumble with your cell phone when you really want to get a good picture. Let me tell you that much. Hold on.
Well, all the other pictures are spectacular.
Yeah. Museum quality.
This may or may not be my mom. I'll let you all decide.
Okay.
And she's in full nude, and it's framed. I got up close because I didn't want to startle anybody or draw any attention to myself. So this is not above her. I got on the bed. I'm standing on the bed in my socks like a little kid and took a picture of the picture.
Oscar, you need not apologize for the lighting. I think it's fine.
Is that a number of a print, or is that a? Oh, it says 1971, right? Is that 1971?
Yes, correct. That's why.
Wow.
That's why.
I do or do
How
not
old would
know.
your mom have been in 1971?
I didn't do the math, Mike. I didn't want to bother myself or my
Rob,
psyche.
can you do?
Well,
for
how
us?
old is she now, Oscar?
The notorious RPY, Roly Poly.
We don't say that anymore.
Is she's 70?
Then this would be a 20-year-old woman.
Yeah.
If it was her.
Yeah.
Very possible.
Lovely.
By the way, a lovely charcoal sketch.
Yeah, very nice.
My father married my mother when she was. Can I get a timpani? "20 years old."
Oh, so this could be a wedding gift.
He sent another image. Let me-
Oh my God! It probably
the first
is
one was
her.
Oscar. You did a great job.
Yes, you
with,
did. You
with
did.
the photograph. You truly did.
Sweating,
all right,
sweating over here.
I know, but you know what? I think it's so beautifully done.
Yeah.
And it's so tasteful. This is gonna be a surprising response.
Okay.
Now the second sculpture with the guy in back of the lady.
Yeah.
Hide that. But as far as just looks a little hinky to me. In this day and age, back in the day, who knows?
And Mike, with the better lighting on the brighter lighting on the second print, I believe it was 1972.
And did she
21.
21.
All right. First of all, did she have back in the day from photos that you've seen? Did she have big hair
Yes.
when they got married? She had that
did.
big hair.
She did.
So you could say that this head of hair would have been.
Yes,
it would have
there's
matched
hair.
up with the end.
There, yes.
Did she? The one striking feature that besides the two striking features,
Yes.
would be the upper lip. Is kind of, I would describe it as pouty.
It's exactly the word I would have
pouty-
used, Mike. How weird
a pouty,
is that? Yeah.
a pouty upper lip. Did she, at least in photographs, have a little, a heavy upper lip?
Oh, yeah, I would say yes, but you don't. It's funny because you don't look at your parents that way. You know what I mean? You don't.
Of course you don't.
You don't think of it that way.
But I have young pictures of my mom, which I think I can look at objectively and say she was. Everybody says their mom when she was young was beautiful.
Yeah.
My mom truly was like Donna Reed, movie star.
You get a different headspace when you're thinking about your mom. I mean, you're talking about a watercolor. I'm sorry, or a charcoal drawing of your mom nude. So it's tough to get past that.
All right, so we have our evidence. By the way, tasteful.
Yes.
Is it a nude? Yes, it is tasteful. It truly is tasteful.
I think we are in the more probable than not. If you're going to give you, if I'm going to give you some
the facial
some
resemblance.
ratios.
The facial resemblance. What would you?
Yeah.
If you were going to place
it's
odds on it,
too
a
close
percentage.
to call. It's too like I put a bet on Hot Rod Charlie for the Kentucky Derby.
So did I, because
we wanted
Hot Rod Charlie.
Of course we did.
We wanted Hot Rod Charlie to win the Derby. That's the
and he was 5-1. These are similar odds. Like it could be, it could not be. But if you're gonna put something, I go through.
By the way, I apologize to all the pervalinos out there that are just clamoring to see this.
Yeah,
it's
I can't
not
throw this
gonna
on camera.
happen.
No.
There's certain things decorum prevents us from doing.
However, we
I'm
will be doing a
terribly
live
sorry.
show eventually.
Yeah,
no,
and maybe no.
I mean,
no.
If you get a denial, if you get a total denial where she is no longer, she's absolutely not, then you could show it.
I think one thing that's an issue here is that the facial pose is in profile, and because the face is sort of down in a demure like pose with the eyes shut, it could look like a lot of women. It really could.
But let's be frank.
bury
Let's be
that.
frank. My mom is a strong woman.
Yeah.
Like, she is a battle axe.
Right.
Do you think, even in her younger years, how about this, any of our mom's younger years, pre-divorce, if they had a charcoal drawing of a woman in their bedroom, they would be okay with it being another woman?
No. 1,000 times no.
Right.
1,001 times
But then
no.
what about all the other
sculptures? And I will
sculptures?
also say that this charcoal sketch is so flatteringly pretty. It to me, it's just I don't want to call it innocent because it's not, but it is very, very. It conveys a vibe that is very, very like sexy.
When we were in high
and
school,
pretty.
I threw a party, one of many, like a dummy. I remember walking in on one of my good friends, just sitting there with like a can of Busch Light or whatever it was.
Oh dear!
And he's looking, and he goes, "Never seen this before." And he's like admiring it.
Yeah, I have been sitting here admiring it since you sent the sketch. It is a very admirable sketch. It is. It's beautifully done.
It's not what I expected. The way when he described it, this is not what I expected.
Did you expect? I expected the Kate Winslet pose.
I expected something not quite as detailed, something a little more impressionistic. But this is a very accurate depiction, even though it's charcoal. Yeah.
And all right. So before we get off of this, excuse me, as we stop talking about this,
Thank
you, Mike. Thank you.
So now I get it. Now I completely get it. It's there. It's very, very well done. But I certainly, in your household, for a variety of reasons, the subject has never come up. Your brother, shut you down completely when you brought up the subject.
He thought I was doing shtick. I was just being real, and he did not want to deal with that.
I love my job, by the way. I'm doing this on Monday. I love what I do because I can talk about this. My sister never broached the subject with the sister.
I'm too embarrassed to talk to her about that. I'll have her be like, is this? I remember when I was a kid, when your sister's a doctor, you're like, everything you get, you think you have an STD, right? You're like, is this an STD? She's like, leave me alone. You got nothing. You're fine.
Has the subject of the sketch ever come up in all the years?
I felt shame leaving my house yesterday, Mike. I felt shame as we were rolling out.
But let me take away your shame.
Yes.
Let me take away your shame. This is the reason your shame should go. If it is, fine. If it isn't, fine too.
Yeah.
If it is, I think it's beautiful. I think it's very, very beautiful. I think it's a beautiful sketch of a woman, a young woman with one of God's beautiful creatures. That's the way I look at it.
Thank you, Mike. There's a big movement for boudoir photos, racy photos for your loved ones, your husbands.
As a gift.
Right.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
This is probably more tasteful than a boudoir photo shoot.
Do you think there is? Let me ask you this: the reason you went that way, I know how your brain works. Do you think there is a potential that she had this done for your dad? You think
my dad was the mayor of the town they grew up in, and they subsequently got married.
So do you think there's a chance he forced her to do it?
No. I could see my father dispatching the local artist, be like, "Go paint my wife."
That's fascinating. The idea of bringing this subject up, your dad's long gone. I know it's a safe.
I mean, he's alive, but he's
alive, but he's down in South America. Yeah. To your mom, who you speak to often, who by God, with your career with the Big O and Duke show, God knows you certainly put her in a variety of situations worse than this. That you could, and I wouldn't want you to do it on the air unless you really thought you could. Because if you thought you could, I'd love it.
I know.
To ask that picture. First of all, you said, is that picture of you is going to offend her? If you say, well, it might not offend her actually, but if she was going to be offended, you wouldn't ask the question that way. You would say, Who is the woman in the sketch in your bedroom?
Yeah.
I think that would be the way to phrase the question.
Or perhaps even a variant on that. What is the backstory of that? I've always seen that picture in your bedroom. What's the story
better.
with it?
Mine's
Yeah,
better.
yeah. I
Mine's
don't.
better. You just
I
get
love
right
you guys. As maybe at least for 2021, this is as good as it gets because the dirty
I'm gonna
feeling
honor
I
that.
have felt.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
honor that.
showing my friends my mom naked. And that's something that feeling you can't wash off. This is going to haunt me for some time.
It's 2021. Come on.
We've all done it.
I'm sure.
What?
I don't think you should feel the shame. How does your wife feel about this?
She doesn't know about this. This was done completely undercover of dark.
I love her perspective. Oh, you're
No,
not going to
I
tell
don't
her
need
either.
her. I don't need
You're
her
not
to
gonna
know I
tell
did
her
this.
either.
What were you
It
doing
shows
upstairs? Oh, I was like, I had
big
some old
secret.
jackets. I had to look through my closet. No, I was taking
Well,
creep
I
shots
know
of my
the
mom
listener-
naked.
The listeners are going to weigh in. I know that, and we'll certainly get
Ooh.
to. I honor that. I think you've done. You've gone above and beyond.
I've done enough psychological damage for a Monday.
You've done enough, and if it comes up and somebody writes in and has a valid point or question,
or if you
we
have
can
a
talk
sketch
about
of
it.
your mom in your bedroom, let me know how you feel about it. We can
And
commiserate.
send a copy.
You know, my dad did it. Did I ever tell you guys my dad? You might have seen it. I don't know if you did. My dad did a sketch of me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. You've
in
shown it.
1960,
Nude?
whatever.
Tasteful.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Yes, completely nude.
Now, he's being
it's
silly.
my
The
face.
nude was a sculpture. This was just a portrait.
The nude was a sculpture with me and the neighbor man.
Neighbor man!
No, I'm sorry. All right, well, we're not going to certainly do. We're not going to do the homepage next.
Not
because
just yet.
I want to tease this. We got some great news that was immediately followed by heartbreak in the O'Mara household, and it involves my wife, our listeners, and a publication down here in Southwest Florida. We'll have the details on the saga when we come back. Lots going on the show today. Thank you, Oscar. I appreciate
Time
that.
for fun.
It's time for adventure.
It's time to hit the road.
Time to hit the road in an all-new Kia Cerrito.
Hey, buckle up, Buttercup.
The all-new Kia Cerrito has the style, technology, and performance to take you farther.
Sure do.
No matter where you're going, the Kia Cerrito has new direct injection or available turbocharge, both backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty.
Not too shabby.
Keep your Kia Cerrito looking like new with auto detailing supplies you can order through the Mike O'Mara Shopping Center. Click the banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com, and Target and Walmart will deliver everything right to your door.
Hey.
You can test drive the new Kia Cerrito exclusively at Jimmy's Old Town Kia dealership in Herndon, Virginia. Just look for the Kia Cerrito goose out front.
It'll be okay.
There you go. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Here's the bad news. The world is full of uncertainty, and that might leave you feeling stressed or anxious. It's not abnormal. So, do you want the good news? You can navigate change, feel more relaxed, and quiet your mind, and you can do all this with Calm. We're proud to be partnering with Calm. Calm is the #1 mental wellness app to give you the tools that improve the way you feel. Clear your head with guided daily meditations, improve your focus with Calm's curated music tracks, and drift off to dreamland with Calm's imaginative sleep stories. And if you go to calm.com/TMOS, you'll get a limited time offer of 40% off a Calm premium subscription, which includes hundreds of hours of programming, and new content is added every single week. Over 100 million people around the world use Calm to take care of their minds, to sleep more, to stress less, to live better. It's all done with Calm. It's okay to need help sometimes, and Calm can provide support. I would really, really like you to check this out. And it's something we need. It's been a weird year. It's been a weird time for everybody. For listeners of our show, Calm is offering a special limited time promotion of 40% off at calm.com/TMOS. Go to calm.com/TMOS for 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library. That's calm.com/TMOS. We're proud to be part of this offer, and we hope you take advantage of it. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I remember it just seemed like a few months ago we were on here talking about my wife's new business that she has reinvented herself. She was used to manage a court reporting firm, and she co-owned a court reporting firm, and then she came down here, raised our son, and and then she left the workforce for a while. When she was going to get back into the workforce, she wanted to do something that she really enjoyed, and she always wanted to get involved with skincare. So she became an esthetician, went out, got the certifications, got the licensing, took the courses, and she's been doing gangbusters. She's been really, really excited about it. And even in a pandemic, is it as good as she wants it to be? No. Everybody's suffering during this pandemic, but she has been out there selling her products. So many of you have supported her by buying the products that she sells. I use them every single day. I seriously do. I have a routine every single morning. I do a toner, I do a face oil, and I do a sunscreen lotion every single day. She got me into that habit, and then I was like, I don't need to do this. And then I went out and played golf with a few of my buddies, and I looked at him, and they're like, the skin is just nasty. So
That
she's
was
loved
an
this.
excellent shot, Mr. O'Mara.
Absolutely wonderful. You're gonna die down there. Seriously, it looks like something from Game of Thrones coming out of a box. The skin that you see. So she gets this notice on email, or she becomes aware of the fact that they're having a best of competition, like DC has with Washingtonian magazine. There's a publication called Gulf Shore Life, and you can sign up to be in the competition, the best of competition. And she gets involved, and she tells our listeners, and she tells all of her clients to vote for her in this best of edition. And she is turbo into it. And I think we mentioned it a couple of times on the show, and we're very jacked up about it. Go to this website, vote. People said it was a little convoluted to be able to do it, but they did it.
Anything for Carla.
Sure.
And a month or two ago, she gets an email from a lady, and I couldn't talk about this on the air because they were waiting for the publication date. It was May of the magazine, that she's one of 3 finalists in the best facial of Southwest Florida, Lee County. And that's pretty darn exciting. They have Naples and they have Lee County. It's very, very big news for her. She's out of her mind. And at the same time, she said, now, they use it as an advertising vehicle.
Of course.
And I understand that. If you would like to have this spotlighted, you can let us know. And we cannot let you know the winner. That is not revealed until the publication date of the magazine. So she writes back, I would be very interested in that. Please contact me at your earliest convenience. She never hears from anything. Well, they're trying to sell her, so she's not going to knock their doors down. But nobody ever gets back to her. And she forgot about it, and it went away.
You move on with life.
You move on with life.
Yeah.
So fast forward to it's May, and she said, where would they have that magazine? I said, they have those kind of magazines in grocery stores. Go in. She runs into the grocery store yesterday, and she actually says they have the April issue. They don't have the May issue out yet. Like, fine, okay, whatever. I'll get home and I'll get the digital issue. And I ended up subscribing for I think $16 or something.
Pennies
like that.
a day.
It was very, very. I subscribed to the magazine, and I said I'll get the digital copy of May. And I go on, and it's so they have feature articles on some people in different areas, best of, but everything's best of. Everything.
Yes.
And I'm used to best of being kind of a template where you've got a big page of different things
Lists.
with
Yes.
Chinese restaurant,
Pizza.
pizza, blah blah blah, and finally I see facial, and they do 2 counties in Southwest Florida, the Collier County and the Lee County. They're side by side. And Carla knew that going in when you voted on it. You knew going in. And I get down and I look at this thing and it says Derm Glow. And I'm like, oh, my God,
Awesome.
you are the winner. Derm Glow. Her company is dermglowskin.com. And immediately I see Derm Glow spelled capital DERMGLO without the W, and I go, wait a second. And then it says Derm Glow Aesthetics and Laser something. And I'm like, That doesn't seem right. Now, two things are at work here about this skincare thing. They have gotten the wrong company. They've misnamed Carla's company as far as this in this award. And underneath are the two other finalists. So she would at least be in the top three, but there wouldn't be. I don't think there would be. And we were never aware that there was another company with the exact same name. Yes. So I said there are two things going on here. Either the company has been misnamed, or they have decided that they are going to award a company in the best of issue that exists in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because the company that is listed, as I did the deep dive, is from Pakistan.
Oh, no. When you were deep diving, Mike,
Yes.
and you typed in DERMGLO,
Yes.
was the Pakistani company the first that popped up?
Yes.
So what we've got here is an active and detail-oriented research staff at the magazine that's thinking, that's got to be the guy, because that's the top one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how it happened. Probably she's already, well, she might have texted me. She said she already had she was planning a call. Call might still be going on for this thing to see what the hell is going on. She was, and this is the word she used, she was heartbroken.
I would
She
think
was
so.
heartbroken.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. Now, listen, all of this, and I'm saying it publicly, not to cover my ass. I'm saying this because I'm trying to be fully honest and let you know. We don't know.
Right.
We have no idea. We assume, it seems to me, putting the dots together, that if you had a company that was that far away, and then you also received a phone call at the number, at your company's number, which Carla did, telling her that she was one of the three finalists, that they have made a mistake.
Yes.
A big mistake. Now,
Big mistake.
is this a massive deal? It is to her. That's the way.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, she was excited about this, and she wanted to let the world know about this. So I go to my business associate, Mr. Oscar Santana, and Rob Spiewak, and I ask both you guys. So right now, I have told her that she is to, when we researched, we got the name of the advertising manager, not the AE, that never got back to her, because that will be, you know how AEs work. They usually go, if there is a mistake here, they go into prime CYA mode, and you might never get anywhere. So I said, go over the head, talk to the associate publisher, talk to the AE, see what's going on about this, see what can happen. In the event, because right now it's out, it's there, it's in the magazine. Magazines and newspapers do what are called corrections and retractions. They do that. That I could see that happening.
They're buried, those. Those are buried.
But they bury them. And if this indeed, because it was such a big deal to her teeny tiny little business, if this was a mistake, what do you think the recourse should be? I think they ought to, help her with a little ad or something like that in the magazine. That's what I think. If they screwed it up, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with this. I don't know what the recourse is.
So
but I think
it should be easy
she should let them know.
For a make good. Yeah, where they could not just the correction is something they should just do in a journalistic manner. Because
Right.
I put that in air quotes because it's a society magazine. It's
Fluffy magazine.
It's fluff, right?
Right.
But for them, like a half page.
It's fluff, but they also, profile, people of the year and doctors and all that. It's like Washingtonian. I don't know whether I would call that total fluff.
I think that, look, and I agree, there is some prestige there. I think the true value is that now she could say award-winning or voted. And that is the true value.
Yeah, that is the true value that she has.
I think that is absolute. And I said that to her, Oscar. I said that is the true value of this.
The idea that print publication that doesn't even have its latest issues in the grocery store, not because they're sold out, it's because they didn't get circulated to that grocery store. And April's still there, and you're already in May. As you know, most magazines already hit their latest issue in the grocery store the month before, essentially.
Yeah.
So you have more of a shelf life.
I agree.
Screams a lot about the magazine.
Well, we're going to find out hopefully a lot today,
And
and
a point,
know what's
you
going
should
on.
bring up to the magazine is that for someone who promotes Gulf Shore life, why are you talking about Pakistan? That doesn't seem right.
That's not
believe it.
America.
Look, I could not believe what I saw.
Yeah, that's sloppy.
I could not. Believe me, we looked. We did a deep dive. Could there be another one with that? Could this be a chain? Could this be a corporate headquarters that's under another? Maybe. There might be, but I don't know.
But the fact that it popped up top when you did a simple Google search speaks volumes.
Well, and the fact that she was contacted by email, paper trail of all of this from the AE, the account executive, that's what we call an account manager, an account person, people that sell advertising, was contacted via her number to say you were one of 3 finalists. Thank you to all of her fans on this show and the people that were using her services. It was a big deal. And poor Carla was knocked for a loop last night.
I think,
and you know what? And here's the thing. I just wanted to throw this in there. I said when I talked about this today, if there's anybody that has ever had a similar situation, we'll take help from all comers.
Yeah.
I believe the name Trip Affleck was mentioned today.
But what's the recourse, right? The recourse is please make a correction, and they may or may not make some sort of make good.
There's no advertising purchase because the only reason there is no advertising purchase is because when she said, yes, I am interested, after the initial email, there was never a response. And if this goes along with the idea of, not doing the research on it and you got 2 issues that, come on. I mean, they're a business. They're trying to make a living.
Let's hold each other accountable here. If you really want something, you got to go after it. So this guy is not, this AE doesn't care. He's got 100 of these, or she doesn't care. He's got 100 of these categories. Whatever's a layup is a layup. So that's one. And I've learned these. Yeah,
but I also think that it is not. Look, if you're talking about marketing yourself, and if you're talking about drumming up business yourself, and the amount of effort that Carla puts into her social on a daily basis, night and day, I'm sitting there where, hey, I want to tell you something. Hey, I want to tell you something. Hey, I want to tell, and it's because she's getting done her social. I'm with you on that. I'm not with you on general principle to follow up with a second email, even a second email to an AE that's not getting back to you. That pisses me off.
I understand. It's like there's culpability, I think, on the majority goes on to the magazine account executive. But it's a learning lesson for Carla in business that if there's an opportunity, you got to keep chopping wood at it. You got to keep going.
Mm-hmm. But they are following
and I'm not
up.
trying to be mean to Carla. I'm just saying I have learned this lesson in business. Nothing is done, and everybody that you want to do their jobs on the other side of the equation doesn't always have the initiative or the drive you do. So you gotta push. You gotta push. You gotta push. You gotta push.
But they are following up today. The call is being made today. To
Yes.
the overhead of the and also
I agree with
Oscar.
on that.
But
100%.
Oscar brings up a very good point earlier. The real value of this, if you get a mention or a retraction in the magazine, that's great. But the real value is that now she, if they verify it, has the chip of saying number 1 in your county.
Which for her type of business
It's
is a
huge.
big
It's
effing
huge.
deal.
It is huge.
And that
it's a
lives
big
on
deal.
way past the May issue of the magazine.
I think this is an opportunity to take what is an initial blow and build a relationship with this magazine, if you really want to be honest, is to say, look, I'm really bummed out about this. I value your publication. I made sure to get as many people as possible to get involved with this
Which she
annual.
did. All true.
This annual, what is basically one of their cornerstone, fundraisers for their own magazine.
Promotion,
to a lead generator. And I want to continue this relationship, but what can we do to make this right? And then they can give you all these options. We love a schedule.
kind of work
this is what
through
it'll
that.
look like.
You're on the same
Yes.
page as me,
Yeah.
and we'll see what happens because I believe the call was being made at 9 a.m. and
Good.
It's 43 minutes past that. So we'll see what happens. But
Congratulations to Carla.
No, not yet. I'm sorry. I want to get it validated 100% before congratulations. If the mistake is acknowledged, then I scream it from the award-winning facialist, my bride.
Love it.
Thanks to a couple of her clients and my audience. We'll take a break. And we'll come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show. That was me. Sorry.
Who is the captain now?
Oh, dear.
Digital.
Oh, no!
Doctor. Digital.
Fun is the best thing to have.
Doctor. The Digital Dumpster.
Audio oddities and digital diversions. Don't miss the Digital Dumpster every day on the Mike O'Mara Show.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. We got the homepage coming up here in just a few seconds. Let me just fix this. I got a little issue.
Quick update, Mike, from
Yes.
Rob Ford. Remember I sent that Aaron text
Yes.
earlier?
Yes, what happened?
I apologize to Rob. I said complete, put the wrong name down on this text. And he wrote back, instead of saying no problem or LOL, he wrote, that's a pretty lady.
He's too funny. He is a funny guy.
That's a pretty lady.
All right, hold on. I messed up my entire thing here. I am so very sorry.
Hey, take your time. We'll be okay. We'll be good.
I love it.
You probably made his day, Oscar, honestly. I mean, it's...
The poor guy's driving down 66 or up 66, and he's like, what is this?
Well, he saw something from you, and he thought he'd messed something up.
No.
Instead, he gets a lovely, lovely photograph.
A heads up.
Thank you so much. I was staring at it all day. It is an amazing picture.
It is.
It really is when you really look at it, and then you look at it again, and you look at it 10 other.
Yeah, but the picture he got, Mike, was the first wooden sculpture.
The first one.
Just the first.
That's the first one we got. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This portion of the Mike O'Mara Show brought to you by Sleep Number. Why should you choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Try boosted immunity, better recovery, and increased energy. You need Sleep Number. Sleep helps us recover faster from exercise, injuries, and illnesses. Furthermore, deep sleep decreases, not increases, decreases anxiety overnight by reorganizing connections in the brain. And REM sleep is essential for many of the brain's cognitive and emotional functions. And since most of it happens during the second half of the night, it's important to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. That's why I love Sleep Number. Sleepers who routinely use their Sleep Number 360 smart bed features get almost 100 hours more proven quality sleep per year. I wouldn't sleep on anything else. I love it so much. Remember, a great day starts the night before. My Sleep Number setting is now a 65. Has been for a while. Love that setting. Carla has the same one. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. You can save up to $1,200 on select Sleep Number 360 smart beds and adjustable bases for a limited time only at Sleep Number stores or sleepnumber.com/TMOS. Just make sure they know that Mike O'Mara sent you. Unlike the lady at the Sleep Number store down here who called me over the weekend, said, just want to know if you have any friends or family that you could recommend for that. And I said to her, yeah, about 50,000 a day. Would lady? Hey, lady! Give me a chance to tell her all about the show, and it was spectacular. Hit the, I got to do this. What's going on the show today? Hit the thing, please. Thank you.
From the four corners of the World Wide Web and into your digital device, it's what you need to know. This is the homepage.
This sad story today. Olympia Dukakis, I was such a big fan of hers. She passed away on Saturday. There's no word on a cause of death, just that she'd been through many months of failing health. She was 89 years old and would have turned 90 next month. Olympia is best known for the incredible, iconic role in Moonstruck. She was also amazing in Steel Magnolias, which I absolutely loved her role in that. Cher posted a tribute on Twitter, quote, Olympia was an amazing Academy Award-winning actress, and even though her part in Moonstruck was that of a suffering wife, we laughed all the time. I didn't know if you had any audio.
Yeah,
on,
you and
Olympia
I,
Dukakis.
for years and years, have loved Moonstruck. It's one of my go-to movies, and this
Phenomenal
is
movie.
my favorite scene with Olympia Dukakis.
Do you love him, Loretta?
No.
Good. When you love them, they drive you crazy because they know they can.
And this time I'm going to get married in a church and have a big reception.
And who's going to pay for that?
Pop.
I have no money.
You're rich as Roosevelt. You're just cheap, Cosmo.
I won't pay for nothing.
You know, it's your duty as my father to pay for the wedding.
I won't pay for nothing.
He didn't used to be cheap. He thinks if he holds on to his money, he will never die.
He didn't used to be cheap, Mike. He didn't used to be.
Cher added that she was a great artist and brought immense joy to anyone who was lucky enough to see her work. Her magic Cher said that she heard that Olympia was ill and reached out. She said she was weak but happy. Olympia's other roles included Steel Magnolias, Mighty Aphrodite, The Event, Sinatra, Joan of Arc, More Tales of the City. If you didn't know, Olympia is related to Michael Dukakis.
Oh.
They're cousins. You might remember Mr. Dukakis lost the presidential election to George H.W. Bush back in the day. So safe travels to her. Moving right along, NBC's Today Show's favorite family, the Duggars, in the news today. Everyone kind of had a feeling it was something like this. Josh Duggar was charged with receipt and possession of child pornography on Friday. He pleaded not guilty to both. His parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, issued a statement saying, quote, "The accusations brought against Joshua today are very serious. It is our prayer that the truth, no matter what it is, will come to light and that this will all be resolved in a timely manner. We love Josh and Anna and continue to pray for their family." Josh made headlines in 2015 when it was revealed that he had molested 5 girls in the early 2000s. 4 of them were his own sisters.
Oh, my God.
The family handled the situation privately. Later in 2015, Josh admitted to cheating on his wife, Anna, and said he had a porn addiction. Josh and Anna are currently expecting their 7th child. Okay. So there's that. Any thoughts?
I will say this.
Peanut gallery.
I don't care for the family, but here's the reason why. Before they had a reality show, before they were the darling of the Today Show's eye, we had them booked on the old afternoon show. And right before we were about to go on air, Jim Bob says to me, "You're not going to make fun of us, are you?" I said, "Well, we might have some lighthearted comments of the fact that you've got 80,000 children," or how many kids they had at the time. He says,
"Right.
Well, I don't think we're going to do this then." And he hung up. And it's yeah. And so I've had a bad taste in my mouth for them ever since then, and it hasn't gotten any better.
And the Today Show just...
Oh, they love it.
I mean, it was so ridiculous. Just because she had the kids. That's it.
I didn't
Nothing
know
else.
that. I didn't know that this is the same guy with allegations in the past. That's so sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Very
It's a
messed
drag, really is. Guy Fieri has, he's a good guy. Speaking of people we've interviewed that haven't said no, Guy Fieri's come on the show a bunch of times. He's raised $25 million during the pandemic for out-of-work line cook, servers, and other restaurant professionals. $25 million. You got to work your ass off to raise that level of money. One of the ways he did it, because you always say, how did he do it so effectively? Well, he went directly to the CEOs of major corporations and asked for donations. He says he got huge sums of money from companies like PepsiCo, Uber Eats, and Procter & Gamble. Way to go, Mr. Fieri.
Good for him.
And from Amazon, he got nothing.
Oh, God, no.
He says, quote, "I'm not into shaming people and telling you who didn't donate. That's not my style. But Jeff Bezos, by the way, didn't help us."
Oh, God.
There you go. Yes, sirree. Yes.
He's not going to want to see that in a headline.
Thanks to the pandemic, everyone has been streaming a lot of TV, but even though there's seemingly endless arrays of new shows, the ones that get the most views, Rob, are old.
Yeah, I'm not
The
shocked.
Office was the most streamed show last year. The Sopranos, Friends, New Girl, Vampire Diaries are a few of the other ones. A new BBC report suggests that people may prefer old shows to new ones because it's more familiar, it's comforting, it's stress-free, especially sitcoms. A few years back, a researcher looked into the concept and found that repeats create a sense of social surrogacy or kinship with the characters. She said, quote, "There is an association between favorite narratives and feeling better."
Yeah.
Looking at you for this right
It's
now.
so true, though. I mean, remember, we talked about it about 4 months into the pandemic. There was a tremendous surge in the show Columbo. And it was because it was familiar, but also because of the plot construction of Columbo, different than most 1 hour story mystery shows, because you know the solution at the front of Columbo, and the whole show is him figuring it out, so you know it's already comfort at the front of it. There's not even any thought that it's not going to turn out okay. So I mean, people want comfort in these stressful times.
Okay. Another researcher, Rob, warns that you shouldn't equate watching repeats with boosting mental health. He said, quote, "What's the reason you're watching TV? Too much TV will ultimately lead to stagnation. It's physically sedentary And exercise is maybe the most effective single treatment for depression. Mentally, TV watching is also sedentary. It's okay to rest your mind, but you should also be engaging your brain in something more active.
What is this guy, a communist?
It's worth pointing out that they're assuming that all of these people are rewatching the shows, which might be the case for the majority, but some of these shows are over a decade old, so it's very possible they're reaching new audiences, especially since it's very easy to catch up on old shows on streaming services. Even if you like physical media, you'd have to admit it takes a lot more initiative to go out and drop a big chunk of change on a box set. So I guess it's all over the place, but they're saying that
get out and take a walk.
Yeah, but bring us. But you can watch Friends on your phone while you're walking, Oscar.
Very good. Today is National Paranormal Day.
Oh,
hey!
Hold on a second. Let me go. It's National Paranormal Day. Oh, look at the angels.
Sabotage.
Yeah. Ooh, scary. 80% of Americans say they believe in ghosts.
Do you believe in
80%.
ghosts?
Ghosts. Do you believe in ghosts? That includes 45% who believe but have never seen one, and 35% who believe because they've seen one. I have seen things in this house. I can't tell you what it is, but this house, more than any other house I've ever lived in, I will occasionally see something just out of the corner of my eye. Do you believe in ghosts, boys?
I don't. Everybody that tells me that they believe in ghosts, I think it's more hope. Because then I ask of like experiences, and they do exactly what just Mike did. With all due respect, it wasn't really a definitive answer. And then if they have one, I ask them, how do you know? And then they say, I'm an amateur ghost hunter, and they pull out this kit.
Oh, they got a
and
kit,
like,
yeah.
Oh, and we have to question our friendship. Bottom line.
I believe in them. I think there are spirits that exist after people go. I really do.
All right. Oh, by the way, we have an update.
William Castle, the producer of this motion picture.
Okay, thank you very much. That's old, too. That's stagnant, too. Please turn that off.
Do you believe in ghosts,
Mike?
Mike?
All right, very good. She spoke to the supervisor, the advertising manager
from Carla,
person,
yeah.
or maybe the publisher, I'm not sure. And she said she will have someone call me back to see about rectifying the situation.
Well, that sounds like they've already said there's an error.
Ooh,
sounds like
I like the word rectify.
Do you like that?
I do.
You like that? I'll get more detail from Carla when I talk to her, but that's it.
And when they give you the rate card, Mike, just say I would like some consideration. I think 50% would be adequate.
Amen. Fix it. Fix it.
Make good.
Now a little something. Saturday night, the police in Nashville, Tennessee got a call to come to Kid Rock's big-ass, honky-tonk rock and roll steakhouse.
What's the name of it?
It's Kid Rock's big-ass, honky-tonk rock and roll steakhouse.
Yum.
If you're eating or you're at the breakfast table, you might want to turn this down or listen to it later. A guy had taken off his colostomy bag and was... Rob's taking a big swing of water.
Thanks, buddy.
And he was swinging it around, spraying fecal matter all over the place.
Jesus Christ.
There's a super spreader for you. The guy was arrested, and at least one of the cops had to change because his uniform was covered. That's what happened when this happened.
My God.
Folks who followed Kid Rock say the kid was doing the same thing throughout the presidential election. It just didn't have the bag. Thank you. Thank you very much. There it is. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with something. I don't know what the hell it is. Right here on the Mike O'Meara Show, everybody. And Carla, way to do it. I know that was a hard call for you to make. I'm proud of you. And Derm Glow Skin rocks.
Yeah.
Come down to Southwest Florida and get a facial, everybody.
Hello, outlaws. This is Las Vegas legend Wayne Newton, and I love you. There are a few things in life that I require. Peace, joy, and of course, convenience. That's why I like to listen to TMOS on Spotify. No matter where I am in my downtown apartment visiting the guinea hens at Casa de Shenandoah or on stage at the Sands, I know that my favorite TMOS troublemakers are just a few taps away. So remember, every night when your tuxedo hits the floor and you want some solid, marvelous entertainment, get your cellular telephone and grab some TMOS on Spotify. Just another great way to be a part of America. I wish you love,
I wish you loved too, Wayne. Thank you very much. This portion of the program brought to you by Truff. It all started in December of 2017. Two college friends discovered a void in the condiment category. Let me start again.
All right.
It all started in December of 2017. Two college friends discovered a void in the condiment category. They began exploring hot sauce. After 2 years of testing literally hundreds of hot sauce recipes out of their parents' garage, they landed on Truff, a luxurious hot sauce infused with black truffle. And since then, Truff has carved out a distinct space in an otherwise ironically bland sea of hot sauces. Get it? Exclusive, eye-popping, and mouth-watering a hot sauce brand like no other. Truff has over 10,000 five-star reviews and is the #1 best-selling hot sauce on Amazon and at Whole Foods. Truff has been named on Oprah's Favorite Things gifting list 2 years in a row. More than 1 billion organic shout-outs on Instagram and over 1 million likes on TikTok. All I know is I love it, and so does everyone who tries it. It's perfection. There's nothing that doesn't benefit from Truff. Get 15% off site-wide plus free shipping with promo code TMOS at Truff.com. That's 15% off everything at Truff, Truff. F is in fantastic.com. Promo code TMOS, and we thank you. We didn't talk about the Derby over the weekend. Did both you boys get a chance to eyeball the Kentucky Derby? It was so nice to see people back out.
We actually had a few people over to the house. We had vaccinated people over to our house to watch the Derby. It was fantastic, and it was a great race. I mean, of course, all the nonsense leading up is always garbage, but the race itself was good. I like the race.
I have to commend them, and maybe this is because we haven't seen this in about a year and a half. The mic and camera work that comes from going like really from location to location. You're passing a baton over and over and over and over again. And then they have one of the correspondents on a horse riding the horse
Very
as
cool.
they're walking.
Great coverage.
I was like, you know what? Nice. Great to see a tight broadcast like that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Hot Rod Charlie. Hot Rod Charlie. Hot Rod Charlie.
I think everyone in our circle of friends, both close and extended, wanted that horse to win.
The profile on those 5 guys that own Hot Rod Charlie that took me over the top. Younger guys, Brown University graduates, and this is the 3rd horse they own. And mind you, if they're buying horses, it's not like they're broke. So just keep that in mind.
No, they got some. They went to Brown.
Yeah, and they also
They
have an
got
in
shekels.
because one of the family members, like uncles, has actually bred and trained Kentucky Derby winners. So regardless, younger faces for the actual race. Now, I was not shocked after I put my money down on my bookie that that went away quickly because usually, at least I have some sort of chance. But when it comes to the Kentucky Derby, I'm expecting to lose the money.
Yeah,
I'm expecting to lose it because the odds. It's a horse race, right? Mm-hmm. The odds of winning are against you.
Is my bookie going to come back in the fall?
They will. They will.
Okay.
And
good.
I really do appreciate how easy they made it because I felt like I had some skin in the game, which was great.
It makes it so much more fun. It really
It
does.
was fun. Mark Miller, my radio buddy down here, he had a birthday party for his daughter that was at the local ice rink, and then he told me, you can come later. You don't have to come to the ice rink. I was so
Oh, my God. You should send him a muffin basket for that.
Carla was so, had such an attitude with me where I said, Mark Miller said I can come later to the house, and I don't have to go to the
Na.
Great. So I showed up at his house, and it was kind of a, they had 20 kids out in the pool.
Yeah.
And, and my son running around with Maddie, his daughter, who he's crazy about, and just us, the adults. And I was enjoying one of my, second or third supervised drinking runs, which was special.
Close supervision?
Now I am allowed to. I wrote it down. My alcohol consumption is now supervised.
What's your quota? Like, what do you meet? What can't you get
I think
past?
the quota would be indicated by a squeeze on the forearm, and then I realized that it might be time to stop. But I was. It's the second time that we have been. By the way, the Millers are like 9-0 with us as far as invites and having them over here. Mm-hmm. We have to, and he made that comment on this show. I remember when he brought it up.
Yeah.
So I have to catch up with them. But we had a fantastic time, and I started. I had a Miller Lite or two, and then asked for the host to make me an old fashioned.
And no juleps.
That's by the way, the old fashioned is becoming the drink of choice.
It's a great drink. It's a great drink.
It's a wonderful drink, and then had one more before we left, and I believe we may have been the last ones to leave, and I think it was probably we were missing a few cues. That it was time to beat feet out of there because they'd had a very, very long day.
Mike, had Mass for Shut-ins begun yet on the television?
It was great. I think we got home at 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, that's not bad, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but it's now, I mean, I'm just not, I don't roll anymore. There's no way I could. There's no way I could survive because I went to bed, got up, I had a 7:38 tea time on Sunday morning, and I woke up, and I mean, the last drink I had was probably at 7:30, and I still woke up like,
yeah, sure, yeah.
But the Miller Lights are like water to you.
It's like
the liver does not acknowledge the product of Miller Lite.
It's like priming the pump. It is.
Well, the Miller Lights, unless you're going to bring a whole slew of them, just to say, even under supervision, it's nice to occasionally do that. And I was, I did bet one other race at Churchill Downs besides the Kentucky Derby, and that's because the horse's name was Fat Man. And so with one of my rare, maybe dead last, I'm not sure, but not in the Fat Man ran like a fat horse. Yeah. It was
Mike. We did the reverse because after 2 juleps, they were laying so heavy, I had to switch to domestic beer.
Oh, okay. Well, you drink a lot more than anyone
in the world.
So I mean, that's I mean, I understand how that works. For me, it's just a big deal with the supervised. They let me out of booze prison. And my jailer comes with me. I'm attached with the handcuffs, and a spectacular time. And I think the only thing I did obnoxious was screaming at the TV, Hot Rod Charlie, with the Charlie boys.
That's charming.
So and by the way, these people at this party don't know who Charlie is.
No.
It's not like if it had been a room full of our listeners, they would have been out of their minds because I'm going, Hot Rod Charlie, come on, Hot Rod Charlie, Charlie, come on.
Before we
Hot Rod Charlie. And Hot Rod Charlie almost finished in the money, but I bet him to win.
Wait, I have I have a condensed version of the call. Do you want to hear the race?
I always love it when you bring that.
All right, here we go.
Funky Cold Medina.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The hell is this?
It's Funky Cold Medina. That's a Tone Loc. I'm sorry. That's the 12-1. I hit the wrong button.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby. And off to a solid beginning here. And it will be Medina Spirit who comes out the best to take the early lead. Mandaloon fighting for the front. Medina Spirit battles on. Hot Rod Charlie on the outside. Essential Quality on the far outside. The 4 of them coming to the finish in the Kentucky Derby. Here's the wire. Bob Baffert does it again. Medina Spirit has won the Kentucky Derby.
The slicky boy with the sunglasses
and the white hair.
Again.
The white hair. Yeah, he's been an ass for a long time.
I am so sick of that guy. I know, by the way, we've done a dive on it before. We found out why he wears the sunglasses.
Pre-race interview, he was he was so smug and so aloof about the ability of his horse and the owner that was next to him that was straight out of Central Casting.
I know.
And I sat there, I'm like, this guy just told the country that he's just there because the owner of the horse is here and he's just making sure he has a good time. Not even saying that there's a chance of him winning. Let alone he wins. His horse wins.
Yeah, and he had more than one horse in the race. Baffert did.
He always has like 4 horses.
And I don't think that
have a 20% advantage.
I don't think that should be allowed. I think he should have 1 horse allowed. That's it.
Right.
That's it. But it was, you know what? For all said, it was a great race and it was exciting. It was the kind that you were yelling at the TV for the last quarter of the race. It was so much fun.
Hot Rod Charlie lost the race. Hot Rod Charlie lost the race.
Charlie,
pour me another old fashioned, please. We had a very good time. Thanks again to the Millers for having us over. I have to get them over here. I have to do it because he reminds me too. He's like, "Well, how many times have you been to my house and I haven't been to yours? Do you even live in a house?
You tried.
Does he think you're homeless?
By the way, this guy socializes a lot. His house is a revolving door of people in their own time.
He socializes a lot, Damone.
I think he had a derby party, and then he had the birthday party, and then they had the regular birthday party on Sunday, and he had people over, blah, 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 and it's going like this and all that. So, Millsy, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We have to take a break. The final, not the final,
first.
it's the first.
The first.
God, so much going on. You really think that text from Carla was valid?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
She said someone will. She'll have someone call me.
But the rectify is such a specific word.
Okay, very good. We'll take a break. I don't trust it. We'll come back with the digital dumpster.
What the hell's going on here? I'm Casey Kasem. Fucking ponderous, man. He's down on the phone. Dear Casey. Oh, I want somebody to use his fucking brain. He was a little dog named Snuggles. Good golly, Miss Molly. What happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week? We're up to our long-distance dedication. I gotta talk about a fucking dog dying. Boy, is this fucking ponderous, man. God damn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Fucking ponderous.
You can make your long-distance mailbag dedication by sending an email to rob@MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Dear Casey.
That's Rob with 2 B's.
2.
And until the next promo, America.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
Thank you, Casey. We appreciate that. You know, last week I was talking on the show about my neighbor who I go to the bus stop with every day with his daughter Adeline, and he was talking about fraud. He had been a victim of fraud, and he was going through all the details, and it is scary. That's why I'm very, very, very pleased to welcome a new sponsor to the Mike O'Mara Show. Here's the scary stat. Every 10 seconds, someone becomes a victim of fraud or identity theft, and 23% of those people don't get their money back after the attack. You could be their next victim. Aura can help. Aura, A-U-R-A, provides digital security protection from online threats. It's all-in-one protection from identity theft, financial fraud, malware, scam sites, and so much more. With Aura, you'll get alerted to fraud and threats fast. Like if your online accounts or passwords were leaked online, or if someone tries to open a bank account in your name, Aura is easy to set up. All plans come with $1 million in identity theft insurance to help recover your stolen funds, and experience U.S.-backed customer support that's got your back. Aura is a new type of security service that protects all of your online information and devices with one simple subscription. Keeps you in control and guides you through solving any issues. Oh, I'm so glad to have them with us. Right now, Aura is offering our listeners early access and 3 months free when you visit aura.com/TMOS. Go to aura.com/TMOS to get access before anyone else, and 3 months for free. That's aura.com/TMOS. Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. Aura, we're very, very glad to have you along with us. Let's open up the thing right now. There it is. That's the digital dumpster. We got it. That baby crying. Oh, Francis McDormand, still in there.
Still in there, having a good time. Mike, do you still take most of your news from WMC Action News 5 in Memphis, Tennessee?
None better.
Yeah,
absolutely none better. Fantastic. They've got great hair.
Fire up Channel 5. So they're throwing it to this young lady who's reporting on the mayor on an intersection. I think she's outside of whatever the state hall or the courthouse is in downtown Memphis.
Ice dam. Sorry, go ahead.
And it's sort of a bland story about the mayor, but what happens is right behind her, as they throw it to her, there's a car wreck.
UMC Action News 5's Kelly Roberts joins us live in the busy medical district with this story. Kelly?
Yep, and I'm not here to cover the crash that just happened behind me, but I hope everyone's okay there.
She handled it okay. How about the haircut?
There are reporters who would ignore it. They'd be so nervous they'd ignore it.
But how about the haircut not even acknowledging it?
Yeah, the haircut's a moron.
Bam!
The haircut's a moron. Play that again. This is a classic example of the guy
News 5's Kelly Roberts joins us live in the busy medical district with this story. Kelly?
Yeah, see the guy?
Yep,
He's just
and
reading
not
his...
here to
Literally. He is reading his prompter, and he can't do anything else. The other guy, there's some other person on the anchor set that's going, whoa, like that.
Exactly.
You're there.
I'm here. But here's the thing is I went to the Action
Oscar
News.
references something like that on this show.
I went to the Action 5 website. It turned into that it was a hit and run, so they're using the footage to track down the person who's at fault for the...
A hit and run, and they had a live shot going on.
UMC Action News 5's Kelly Roberts joins us live in the busy medical district with this story. Kelly?
Kelly, I'm reading the copy, and I don't even know your name because I've never met you, duh. Idiot anchorman. Really?
Haircut. This is amazing audio. It's a dashboard cam. Now, when you think of an armored truck, to me, they almost only exist in movies and TV. You don't really see armored trucks running around, especially when they're involved in some sort of action like this. This is an armored van in South Africa being chased by robbers. The robbers are shooting guns at the armored van. You can hear the gunshots.
Well, that tells me the robbers are stupid.
Well, you can't spell robber without Rob with 2 B's.
Okay.
So they're chasing. Nobody was hurt. Everybody's okay. But check out the gunshots captured by the guy driving this armored truck.
Coming after us. They're gonna shoot. They're gonna shoot.
So those are the gunshots coming from outside of the armored car?
That's being captured by the dash cam
That's
inside.
fascinating.
Isn't that wild? And I liked it for you, Mike, because it's a South African driver. He says, they're coming after us.
They're coming after us. They want to get the gold. They want to get the Krugerrands that are inside of the.
So we've all been watching a lot of television in the pandemic. That's not news. Everybody in the world has a Netflix special. I thought this was funny. This was a parody. I think this was on TikTok. A guy talking about how every joke is structured on every Netflix comedy special. And I think there's a little bit of validity here.
I've been watching a lot of Netflix stand-up specials, and I'm starting to think that all comedians are the same. They're always just minding their own business. Wisconsin, man. We got in yesterday, and I was walking down the street looking for a smoothie, and I was just minding my own business. And I kid you not, a turtle walks by. Repeat it. Yeah, a turtle, man. Now this time with weird pronunciation. A turtle. One more time, but quiet. Turtle. But don't forget the audience cutaways where they're dying laughing.
And that's your classic Netflix joke right there. Just a turtle. Julia brought this to my attention.
Where'd you get that from? Was that a podcast?
No, it was a TikTok video.
Oh, TikTok video. Okay. All right.
Julia brought this to my attention. The 9 Inch Nails, a very dark band with a lot of really sort of heavy music.
Yeah, a great band.
You wouldn't think they'd match up with the sounds from Animal Crossing, would you?
I don't know.
Let's try it. This is a pretty good mashup. The song is Closer.
I'm sorry. I'm too big a fan. I'm too big a fan of 9 Inch Nails to have it.
I thought you were too big of a fan of Animal Crossing.
No, not Animal Crossing. Don't care for it. No, I like what's the one that what's the one Michael's doing right now? Not Minecraft. It's a new one. Oh my God, it's the most popular game online. Fortnite. Thank you very much.
Oh, you were into it
Fortnite.
strong for a while. Are you still playing Fortnite, Oscar?
Oh no.
You're past that?
No, it's past me, and it's sad to say, I don't have the patience for 16-year-olds to talk trash in my headset, and then hear in the background, "Mom, I said I'll do it after this game."
If you'd ever like to maybe, get online with your godson.
Oh, that would be fun.
I'd do that in a heartbeat. That would be fun.
Okay, that might be fun.
But when people are talking trash, I would say a adult level, and then you hear that, you got to question things about your life. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. It'd be funny if you got on with him and beat him so badly you made him cry. No, I don't mean that, people.
No.
Please, I'm making a joke. I make jokes.
It's okay to make kids cry
Theo
occasionally.
Oscar is so mean. He won't let me win.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to learn someone. Life's not fair, boy.
Well, the world needs ditch diggers, too.
Good luck. Theo Oscar's on the line. Here we are.
Let's close with this, Mike. I know you and I have a little bit of a problem with Seth MacFarlane, and we're not big Family Guy fans. But I like the fact
He
that
is funny.
He is
funny.
And I like
Ted was hysterical.
Agreed. And you just rewatched it, and it stands
Yes, I
up.
did. Yeah, it does.
I like that he's repurposed one of my favorite clips from Family Guy. There's a select few, and he's repurposed it, and he's using his power for good. So please enjoy this Family Guy moment.
Mom!
Mommy.
Mommy! Mama! Mama! Ma! Mom!
He goes all the way with it.
Mommy!
That's what makes it funny.
Mommy! Mama! Mama.
What?
Get the vaccine.
There you go. See? Using your powers for good. That's your digital dumpster. Have a good Monday, everybody.
That's good. That was worth the wait. That was a payoff, 100%. Hey, listen, thank you, Oscar, for the revealing segment early in the show today. I appreciate that.
No personal requests on Facebook or Twitter, please. You're not getting them.
Yes, please don't do that to him. We don't want to hear that. That will not be funny. Tomorrow on the show, Rob's got Manassas in the news again.
Mike, it's huge.
It's becoming also, I'll have details on the worst smell ever. And hopefully
I hope
a
it's not the
positive-
same story.
No, I don't. Hopefully, an update on my wife's Derm Glow Skin Award. It's a major award for Chile. We'll be back with another show tomorrow. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out The Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Leave Britney Spears alone right now.
Oh, good for you.
It ain't over till it's over. She wants a D, and she's going to get one.